Imagine a predator so colossal that it made the mighty Tyrannosaurus rex look small in comparison. This was the reality of Spinosaurus aegyptiacus, a true giant of the prehistoric world. Measuring up to 15 meters, or about 50 feet, from its snout to the tip of its tail, it holds the title of the longest known meat-eating dinosaur. Its sheer size is difficult to comprehend. It was longer than a modern school bus and would have weighed several tons. This immense scale alone makes Spinosaurus one of the most fascinating creatures to have ever walked the Earth, capturing the imagination of paleontologists and dinosaur enthusiasts alike for over a century since its initial discovery. This incredible animal did not roam the familiar landscapes of North America like T-Rex. Instead, Spinosaurus called the lush, river-filled environments of what is now North Africa its home, approximately 95 to 100 million years ago during the Cretaceous period. The Sahara Desert, today a vast and arid expanse of sand, was once a thriving, swampy ecosystem teeming with life. This ancient world was dominated by huge rivers and mangrove forests, creating a perfect habitat for a dinosaur that seemed uniquely adapted to a life in and around water. Its fossil remains have been primarily found in places like Egypt and Morocco, painting a picture of a lost world filled with giant fish and other aquatic prey. The story of Spinosaurus is also one of great loss and rediscovery. The very first fossils were unearthed in Egypt back in 1912 by a German paleontologist named Ernst Strömer. He meticulously documented his findings, recognizing that he had found something truly special and unlike any other known dinosaur. Tragically, these priceless original bones were destroyed during a bombing raid on Munich, Germany, in World War II. For many decades, all that remained of this magnificent creature were Strömer's detailed sketches and notes, leaving Spinosaurus as a mysterious and almost mythical figure in the world of paleontology, a ghost known only from old drawings. It wasn't until the early 21st century that the story of Spinosaurus took a dramatic turn, thanks to new fossil discoveries. Following clues from fossil hunters in Morocco, paleontologists, including myself, were able to trace new bones back to their source in a region known as the Kem beds. These new specimens, including parts of a skull, vertebrae, and limbs, allowed us to piece together a much more complete picture of the animal. This new material resurrected Spinosaurus from the pages of history and placed it right back at the center of scientific discussion, sparking a whole new era of research and intense debate about its extraordinary lifestyle. What truly sets Spinosaurus apart from other large theropods is its bizarre and highly specialized anatomy. Its most striking feature was the enormous sail-like structure running down its back, formed by incredibly long spines extending from its vertebrae. Some of these spines were taller than a grown man. Scientists have long debated the purpose of this sail. It could have been used for display to attract mates or intimidate rivals, or perhaps it helped the dinosaur regulate its body temperature. Another key feature was its skull, which was long and narrow, much like that of a modern crocodile, and filled with conical, pointed teeth, perfect for gripping slippery prey like the giant fish that swam in its river home. When compared to the famous Tyrannosaurus rex, the differences are stark and reveal two very different predators adapted for entirely different worlds. While T-Rex had a massive, robust skull designed for crushing bone with an immense bite force, Spinosaurus had a more delicate snout for snapping up fish. T-Rex was built for life on land with powerful hind legs for chasing down prey, whereas Spinosaurus had relatively short and dense hind limbs that some scientists believe were better suited for moving in water. This contrast highlights the incredible diversity among predatory dinosaurs, showing they evolved to fill many different ecological roles, not just that of a top land-based hunter. Spinosaurus was not alone. It was part of a wider family of dinosaurs known as the Spinosauridae. This group included other fascinating fish-eating theropods, like Baryonyx from England, which was famous for the large claw on its thumb, and Suchomimus from Niger, whose name means crocodile mimic due to its long snout. These relatives shared the crocodile-like skull and conical teeth, indicating that a preference for aquatic prey was a common trait in the family. However, Spinosaurus appears to have taken these adaptations to the extreme, with its giant sail and other unique features, making it the most specialized member of its impressive lineage. Recent discoveries have continued to expand our knowledge of this diverse family. For example, the announcement of Rheohavenatrix lacustris in Spain in 2024 revealed that the Iberian Peninsula was a hotspot for Spinosaurid evolution, with several different species coexisting in the same region. Even within the Spinosaurus genus itself, new finds suggest there was variation. A new species discovered in Niger, announced in late 2024 by paleontologist Paul Serino, featured a massive scimitar-like crest on its head, suggesting that different spinosaurs used elaborate structures for display, further distinguishing them from their more brutish theropod cousins like T-Rex. The most exciting and contentious question surrounding Spinosaurus today is about how it lived. Was it a fully aquatic predator that actively swam and hunted deep in the water, like a crocodile? Or was it a semi-aquatic wader that patrolled the shorelines, snatching fish from the shallows like a gigantic heron? This debate has divided the paleontological community, with compelling evidence presented on both sides. The answer to this question fundamentally changes our understanding of dinosaur evolution and the range of environments they could conquer, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was possible for these amazing animals. The argument for a swimming Spinosaurus gained significant momentum, with a series of major discoveries starting in 2014. Proponents of this hypothesis, myself included, point to several key pieces of evidence. Spinosaurus had unusually dense limb bones, which would have helped with buoyancy control, allowing it to submerge itself more easily, similar to how penguins use dense bones to help them dive. Its nostrils were positioned high up on its snout, enabling it to breathe while most of its head was underwater. The most dramatic evidence came in 2020 with the discovery of a nearly complete tail, which was long, flat and paddle-like, perfect for propelling the animal through water with powerful side-to-side movements. However, not all scientists are convinced by the aquatic predator model. A group of skeptics, including prominent paleontologists like Paul Serino and Thomas Holtz, argue that the evidence is not as clear-cut. They propose that Spinosaurus was more of a shoreline wader. Research published in 2022 argued that the bones were not as dense as previously thought and contained significant air sacs, which would have made the animal too buoyant to be an effective diver. They suggest in its body plan, with its massive sail and body shape, would have been unstable in open water, and that its adaptations were better suited for standing in shallows and using its long neck to ambush fish from above. The debate is fueled by every new fossil find. The 2024 discovery of a new Spinosaurus species in Niger, found in an environment far from deep water, has been used to support the wading hypothesis. Its discoverer, Paul Serino, argues that its massive head crest and sail were more likely for display than for any aquatic function, as such structures would create drag in the water. This back and forth is the essence of science. Each new piece of the puzzle forces researchers to re-evaluate their ideas, bringing us closer to understanding the true nature of this enigmatic dinosaur, one fossil at a time. Long before it became the center of a major scientific debate, Spinosaurus made a thunderous debut in popular culture. In the 2001 film Jurassic Park 3, it was cast as the new main dinosaur antagonist, a terrifying land-based super-predator that famously battles and defeats a T-Rex. This portrayal cemented Spinosaurus in the public consciousness as a ferocious monster, but it was based on the limited fossil evidence available at the time. As our scientific understanding has evolved, so too have its depictions. More recent media, like the 2024 film Jurassic World Rebirth, have started to reflect the aquatic debate, showing a creature much more at home in the water, a testament to how science influences art. The changing image of Spinosaurus in movies and television shows how scientific progress can reshape our view of the past. The land-dwelling brawler of the early 2000s has given way to a more nuanced and mysterious creature. Upcoming portrayals, such as in the highly anticipated BBC series Walking with Dinosaurs 2, scheduled for release in the summer of 2025, are expected to incorporate the latest findings about its paddle-like tail and potential swimming abilities. This evolution in media keeps the public engaged with the scientific process, showing that our knowledge of dinosaurs is not set in stone, but is constantly being updated with new and exciting discoveries. The story of Spinosaurus is a powerful reminder that there is still so much to learn about the age of dinosaurs. This single animal has challenged our fundamental assumptions about where large theropods could live and how they could behave. It pushes us to imagine a world where the largest predator was not a land-based hunter, but a creature uniquely tied to vast river systems. The ongoing debate is not just about one dinosaur, it is about understanding the limits of evolution and the incredible adaptability of life on Earth. Every new fossil fragment adds another layer to its complex story. Ultimately, the mystery of Spinosaurus is what makes it so captivating. Whether it was a graceful swimmer or a patient wader, it remains a symbol of scientific discovery and the thrill of the unknown. For paleontologists, it represents a grand puzzle with many pieces still missing, promising more adventure and new revelations yet to come from the sun-scorched deserts of North Africa. For dinosaur fans around the world, it is a creature that defies easy categorization, a true river giant that continues to inspire awe and wonder, proving that even after millions of years, the ancient world still holds secrets waiting to be uncovered.